Out and About TV, travel, adventure, and RVs. Join Sharon and Tom each week as they travel America in a 30-foot trailer exploring and living the RV lifestyle. From trip and product reviews to RV show reports and an unfiltered look at life on the road. This is the show for you. Welcome.
Hey there, fellow campers. How you doing? It's your old pal, Tom McAuliffe, the man with the perfect face for radio. Another edition of Out and About TV. On behalf of Sharon and myself, we're so happy to have you here. Got another great show for you. I thought I would take care of a little housekeeping. First is, we got a brand new website, www.outandaboutRVtv.com. So make sure you go by there and check that out. A lot of great information. And then, of course, the Facebook page. We've got a lot of great conversations going on there. Welcome your participation. And first, I thought we'd just talk a little bit about, we're into almost 40 episodes now. And so please check out the library and let us know what you would like to see. Just send us an email and you can enter to win. Every single email gets entered to win one of these handy dandy Out and About t-shirts. Who am I? Who are we? Tom and Sharon. I am a former U.S. Navy photojournalist with Combat Camera Group, a published author of 34 novels on Amazon Kindle, former editor of national magazines, several magazines, was an editor of, mostly in the audio and video production space and professional post-production. Pretty much of a city boy, but, you know, my wife is a former Eagle Girl Scout and been a camper all her life, both in tents as well as truck campers and all around the United States West Coast area. Her and her dad was a big camper as well. So she knows, and she's taught me a lot. And we just love it. The freedom of it, being out in nature. And we're looking forward to next year when Sharon fully retires and we hit the road. Going to buy a new trailer and hit the road. Going to go to every national park in the lower 48 and then write a book about it. So why we're doing this. Look, let me just get this right off. You know, some people, I'm not interested in monetization, although we might try to do that. Not really interested in sponsorships. Ain't trying to sell you nothing. Boy, isn't that refreshing. Got no real agenda other than defending public land access and things that are good for the RV owner. So we're kind of just, this is my way and Sharon's way of giving back to you. Letting you know what we've learned over the 70 years on this ball of mud and sharing that with you so that you don't make the same mistakes that we did and that we are. And I'm bringing you in early in the process so you can kind of see how we're researching it. And hopefully that'll be of benefit to you as well. But no selling. We're also a fair use site. This site is about education. Sharing that information with others. So we're a fair use site. I also have a background in radio. I was a on-air personality for more than 15 years. Laser Hot Z 93.7. And I just want to say, God bless you if you've subscribed. Around 85 or so people who have subscribed. Thank you so much for your support. Let us know what you want to see. We're putting in hard time on this and trying to make every show. We kind of view it as the, for lack of a better term. And as you can see, I have a very rich fantasy life. We're trying to make this like the Tonight Show. That's our vision, is the Tonight Show of the RV community, where we have some interviews with different movers and shakers in the industry. We have some segments, little 3-minute segments of different things, a product review, a trip report, a RV YouTube channel spotlight, a little thing maybe on news or opinion, a place where in 45 minutes you can get the lay of the land and some useful, valuable information. We've had this name out and about since 1978. We used to have a cable access show, both in the Bay Area and in Hawaii with Olelo Community Access Television. So we had the out and about name for quite some time. I notice now that there are, 3 or 4 other YouTube channels. We would ask that they differentiate themselves like we have. Ours is Out and About, the full word, not the ampersand, Out and About TV. And then from a web standpoint, we've put the RV in there as well. Lastly, the click, the RV community click. I will tell you that I'm dismayed at the amount of people, because I've been known, I've been doing this for a long time. I have another site called Books and More, or Tom's Cabin Books and More. It's one of the leading site on BookTube. And people tell me that I'm a great interviewer. A lot of fun, informative, funny. So the fact that we often say we cover the content creators, the RV content creators. We cover them. We're going to continue to do that. And the fact that you won't participate and allow me 5 to 10 minutes to be interviewed, that's sad on you. I've been fully supportive over the past 5 years of my fellow RV content creators. I waited and studied and then launched this site on my 70th birthday, back on St. Paddy's Day. And we have already gotten 40 episodes, lots of great comments, couple of great interviews. We hope to do more of that. We appreciate you so much and appreciate you coming by. So let's get buckled up and ready to go. There's a lot to get to, and away we go.
Out and About TV. We've done the legwork for you, watching, analyzing, and curating the top RV YouTube channels that cover everything from trailers and fifth wheels to vans and mobile homes. These RV YouTubers have turned their passion into full-time careers, influencing the RV community and even shaping industry trends. Channels that entertain, educate, and inspire with hosts that have the heart of a teacher. Stop by and we will examine what these channels are covering. And it is more than just entertainment. Just consider Out and About your personal digital campfire. For all things RV.
On this week's Out and About YouTube, RV Channel Spotlight is a show called Tales from the Road. Produced by the folks at Camping World, the show focuses less on selling RVs and more on the people, places, and experiences that make the RV lifestyle so appealing to many Americans. One thing viewers like about this channel is the variety offered. Rather than following a single family or a single RV traveler, the series explores a wide range of destinations, travel adventures, campground experiences, and stories from RVers across North America. Recent episodes have featured everything from solo camping adventures in Alaska to discussions about RV ownership, campground experiences, and life on the road. The channel also mixes in practical advice, product information, travel inspiration, and occasional interviews with fellow RV enthusiasts. The production quality is excellent, which shouldn't be surprising given the resources behind the project. The photography is sharp, the storytelling is well done, and the videos are easy to watch whether you're a seasoned camper or simply dreaming about future adventures. What separates Tales from the Road from many RV channels is that it serves as a broader introduction to the RV lifestyle. Some episodes focus on destinations, others focus on equipment, some focus on the people who have chosen to make RV travel a major part of their lives. For new RV owners, the channel offers a great mix of entertainment and education. For experienced travelers, it can provide new ideas, new destinations, and occasionally a reminder of why we all fell in love with RV travel in the first place. If you're looking for travel inspiration, campground ideas, and a variety of RV-related content, Tales from the Road is certainly worth a look, but you can decide for yourself. After all, half the fun of camping is discovering new roads, new places, and new stories along the way. And that's this week's YouTube RV channel spotlight. I'm digital correspondent Hope for Out and About TV. Catch you next time.
Hey, every week, tune in. We're going to keep cataloging the best in RV channels on YouTube and tell you what they're all about and save you a little bit of time there. Thanks a lot for tuning in. In this week's feature, it's time to look at bad drivers and towing safety. One of the biggest misconceptions in the RV world is that if you know how to drive a car, you automatically know how to tow a trailer or operate a large motor home. Wrong. The truth is, towing a trailer and driving a 40-foot motor home is a completely different skill set. Your stopping distances are longer, your blind spots are larger, Wind affects you differently. Acceleration is slower. Turning radiuses are much wider. And mistakes that might be minor in a passenger car can somehow become major incidents when you're pulling several tons down the highway. So let's take a look at some of the most important things that every tower should know before hitting the road. Here are the top 10 things every tower should remember. Number 1, slow down. For God's sakes, slow down. You're not in that big a hurry. You're on vacation. Relax. Speed is a factor in many RV accidents. Most trailer tires are rated for speeds far lower than most drivers realize. The faster you travel, the less time you have to react, and the more difficult it becomes to control sway. Number 2, increase your following distance. Don't tailgate. Leave plenty of room between yourself and the vehicle ahead of you. A combination vehicle weighing 10 to 20,000 pounds cannot stop nearly as quickly as a sedan. Number 3, check your tire pressures before each and every travel day. A properly inflated tire runs cooler, lasts longer, is less likely to fail, and improves your gas mileage. And use my trick. Every time you stop to gas up, walk around your rig and your tow vehicle and place your hand on the tires. And basically, warm is fine, but you're looking for that one tire that it's hotter than the rest. Yeah? Do that every time. You'll thank me later. Number 4, know your weights. Understanding trailer weight, tongue weight, payload capacity, towing limits, and how you store your cargo is critical. And too many RV owners never visit a scale. Number 5, use your mirrors constantly. If you have regular mirrors, get those extended tow mirrors. Situational awareness is critical. Knowing what's happening beside you, on both sides and in back of you, is critical. Number 6, plan your fuel stops in advance. Use Gas Buddy to get the best deal. Not every gas station can accommodate big, large trailers or motorhomes. Number 7, watch the weather. Strong crosswinds can create dangerous conditions, especially for high-profile trailers. Many times going across the plains, the winds got so bad you had to pull over. Number 8, practice backing your rig up. Backing accidents are among the most common RV mishaps. Practice in an empty parking lot before you need the skill in a crowded campground. Don't you hate it when people come out and watch people park their rigs? It's like a gladiator game. People have a beer or a cup of coffee watching you. Number 9, perform a walk-around inspection before every departure. Check your tires, your hitch connections, your lights, your compartments, antennas, awnings. Number 10, don't drive tired. It's hard enough. Don't drive tired. Fatigue affects judgment and reaction time just as much as alcohol. And here are 3 essential towing safety rules. If you remember only 3 things from this segment, remember these. First, never exceed your vehicle's towing ratings. Your tow vehicle has tags on the inside of the door. Know them. Second, always use properly adjusted towing equipment, including weight distribution and sway control systems where appropriate. Third, slow down. Nearly every towing problem becomes worse at higher speeds. The number 1 thing you can do to stay safe, if I had to pick one thing out of all others, it would be simple. Drive defensively. Assume others don't see you. Assume they will cut you off. Assume that they will stop suddenly. Assume that they will make poor decisions. Professional drivers often say that they're not just driving their vehicle, they're driving every other vehicle on the highway around them. That's a good mindset for RV towers to be aware of. Now let's talk a little bit about what we talked about in our product roundup. Dash cameras. Are they worth it? Absolutely. A quality dash cam can provide valuable evidence if you're involved in an accident. It can help establish fault, protect you against fraudulent claims, and provide peace of mind. Many modern dash cams offer front and rear recording, GPS tracking, night vision, impact detection, and lots more. Consider the investment many of us have in our tow vehicles, trailers, and motorhomes. A dash cam is one of the least expensive forms of insurance that you can buy. And I have this prediction. You know, the RIVa and the manufacturers have come together, and in 2027, I believe all trailers, but at least those 30 feet and larger, will be required to have tire pressure monitoring systems installed. That is a wonderful, wonderful thing. That is something the RVOA, the RV Owners Association, would definitely support and help facilitate. Every single trailer, 30 and above, is going to have a tire pressure monitoring system, and that's going to save some lives. There's no doubt about it. I'd like to see that with dash cams as well. And certainly the insurance companies are going to play a role in that. So let's say the worst happens and an accident occurs. What are the top things that you should do immediately after an accident? If the worst happens, remember these 3 principles. First, check for injuries, call emergency services if necessary. Second, move the vehicles to safe locations on the side of the road if the vehicle can be moved. If doing so will not increase anybody's danger, try to clear the roadway as quickly as possible. Third, document everything. Somebody start taking notes. Somebody else start taking photographs. Record witness information. Exchange insurance details. Gather as much information as possible. Now, emotions often run high in and around an accident, but accurate documentation is critical later. Now let's talk a little bit about something else that I announced, back in episode 14, I think it was, driver training. Can you become a better tower? Again, absolutely. Many RV owners invest tens of thousands of dollars in equipment, but never spend a dollar on training. And several organizations offer RV-specific driver education programs. We'll find the links to those programs and put them in the show notes. One of the best known is the RV Driving School. It provides hands-on instruction for motorhome and trailer owners across the country. Students learn backing techniques, lane positioning, turning, braking, and emergency procedures. Many RV rallies and major RV shows also feature towing and safety seminars. Take advantage of them. Most of them are free. Also, we're going to be doing this next year. Ford Motor has become increasingly active in driver education. At events such as the Florida RV Super Show in Tampa every year and the Hershey RV Show in Pennsylvania, Ford Motor often conducts its towing school. These are clinics and educational opportunities designed to help owners understand vehicle capabilities, towing dynamics, weight ratings, and safe towing procedures. These programs can be especially valuable for first-time RV owners who are transitioning from passenger cars to large tow vehicles and motorhomes. These programs can be especially valuable for first-time RV owners who are transitioning from standard passenger cars to larger tow vehicles and motor coaches. The good news is that safe towing isn't about strength, bravery, or expensive equipment. It's about awareness. It's about preparation and good habits. The best RV drivers aren't necessarily the fastest drivers. They're the drivers who arrive safely, avoid problems, and live to enjoy the next adventure. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't simply to reach the campground. While driver error remains the leading factor in most towing accidents, improper loading Excessive speed and trailer sway are among the most common contributors to serious towing accidents. Now, given the size of the RV industry and the number of Americans towing trailers every year, it's surprising to me how difficult it is and was to find RV-specific accident data. It's like pulling teeth, man. Most government statistics combine travel trailers, utility trailers, boat trailers, and other towing categories into broad groups, making it almost impossible to determine exactly how many crashes involved RVs and travel trailers. From an RV owner's perspective, it seems perfectly logical that the government would track travel trailers, fifth wheels, motorhomes, tow vehicle accidents, RV-related fatalities as separate categories. After all, there are millions of RVs on the road, and the RV industry generates billions of dollars every year. The reality is that agencies like the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and state crash reporting systems are primarily focused on broader traffic safety categories. They tend to classify vehicles by body type, weight class, and whether a trailer was involved or not, rather than creating dedicated RV crash databases. As a result, travel trailers often get lumped together with boat trailers, cargo trailers, semi-trailers, everything. From a data analysis standpoint, there are reasons for this. It simplifies reporting, it keeps categories manageable, costs less money, but it would be useful to know how many crashes are involving travel trailers. How about fifth wheels? How about motor coaches? How many crashes are linked to tire failures? How many involve sway events? How many occur on the driver's first year of ownership? And those numbers could help improve driver training, trailer design, improve tire standards, improve safety regulations, and help buyers make informed decisions. And this ties directly into the theme that we've been exploring about the RV Owners Association. Better information leads to better decisions. And that's where the RVOA could really help. But that's just me. Every year, tens of thousands of crashes involve vehicles towing trailers. Hundreds of people lose their lives and thousands more are injured. The good news is that many of these accidents can be prevented through proper equipment, proper driver training, and safe driving habits. The best and most recent available data suggests the following. In 2023, passenger vehicles towing trailers were involved in roughly 69,000 police-reported crashes nationwide. Those crashes were associated with approximately 427 fatal crashes with about 500 fatalities. An estimated 25,000 non-fatal injuries were associated with trailer towing crashes. It's important to understand that these statistics include many kinds of trailers, as we've discussed. And the challenge is that the government doesn't track RV trailer accidents. If we have hearings this fall, that's one of the things we're going to talk about. According to crash data compiled by federal transportation databases, vehicles towing trailers are involved in tens of thousands of crashes every year in the United States. The really important takeaway is that these towing accidents are preventable. Better driver training, proper weight distribution, tire maintenance, safer speeds, and defensive driver training can dramatically reduce the risks and bring down these numbers. When we rank the big risk factors, here's what we come up with. Number one, driver error. It's probably the biggest category, just as it is in ordinary vehicle accidents. Examples would be following too closely, driving too fast for road conditions, distracted driving, improper lane change, fatigue, inexperience. And number two, the second largest risk factor, we keep coming back to it, excessive speed. Speed is the great multiplier. A trailer behaving perfectly at 60 miles per hour may become unstable at 75 miles per hour. Higher speeds mean longer stopping distances, less reaction time, greater sway forces, and more severe crashes. Number 3, improper loading and overweight conditions. It's shocking to me the number of trailer owners who have never been to a scale. They have no idea how much weight they're carrying. And then they wonder why their transmission or differential on their truck goes out. But overweight conditions is a huge one in the RV world. Common problems include excessive trailer GVWR, exceeding the truck's payload, too little tongue weight, too much tongue weight, heavy cargo behind the trailer axle. And many owners never visit a scale, and that has got to change. And then there's, dun dun dun, the dreaded trailer sway. Trailer sway is often not the root cause. Instead, sway is usually the symptom of another problem. Excessive speed, improper loading, crosswinds, passing trucks, insufficient tongue weight, poor hitch setup. In other words, sway doesn't usually start the problem, it reveals the problem. Number 5, tire failures. This is another major contributor, often caused by underinflation, poor tire quality, overloading, excessive speed, aged tires. A blowout on a trailer can quickly become a major vehicle control problem, and it can ruin your day. Most towing accidents don't happen because the trailer suddenly decides to misbehave. In many cases, the root causes are excessive speed, improper loading, inadequate maintenance, or simple driver error. Trailer sway often gets the blame, but sway is frequently just a symptom to these underlying problems rather than the cause itself. The single most effective thing a tower can do is, come on, you know the answer, slow down. It's not glamorous, it's not expensive, it's not sexy, but it is smart. Slow down. After significant study, here's what I feel are the biggest 3: driver error, too much speed, and improper cargo loading. And remember, the best RV drivers aren't the fastest, the bravest, or the most aggressive. They're the ones who arrive safely. Every year, thousands of crashes involve vehicles towing trailers. I wish I could tell you exactly how many. And I call on the United States government and the traffic safety people to start keeping track. Hundreds of people lose their lives and thousands more are injured. But the good news is that many of these accidents can be prevented through proper equipment, proper training, and safe driving habits. At the end of the day, the goal isn't simply to reach the campground. The goal is to arrive there safely. Get out there, be safe, slow down, and we'll see you next time. I'm Tom for Out and About TV. "Fourscore and 7 years ago, our forefathers came to this nation to start." It's time for this week's trip report, just in time for the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. Let's take a trip to Abraham Lincoln's birthplace, National Historical Park. When most people think of President Abraham Lincoln, they picture the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., the Gettysburg Address, or perhaps the Civil War itself. But few people realize that one of America's greatest presidents was born in a humble log cabin in Kentucky. Recently, Sharon and I had the opportunity to visit Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National Historical Park. It's located near Hagenville, Kentucky. If you're traveling through central Kentucky or visiting the U.S. Army's nearby Fort Campbell, this is a destination well worth adding to your itinerary. The centerpiece of the park is the magnificent Abraham Lincoln Memorial Building. Constructed in the early 1900s, the massive granite and marble structure sits atop a hill and resembles a Greek temple, or maybe a mausoleum. Visitors climb a grand staircase to reach the entrance. Inside the memorial rests a symbolic log cabin representing the type of frontier home where Lincoln was born on February the 12th, 1809. While historians debate the exact details of the original structure, the exhibit provides a fascinating glimpse into the harsh and challenging conditions faced by early American settlers. The site does an excellent job of telling Lincoln's story. Through exhibits, displays, and interpretive materials, visitors learn about his early childhood, the family's struggles, and the values that would later shape the man who preserved the Union during America's darkest hour. Just a short drive away is his boyhood home at Knob Creek. It was here where young Abraham Lincoln spent most of his formative years. Visitors can tour the grounds, see a reconstructed cabin, and imagine life on the Kentucky frontier during the early 19th century. The peaceful countryside remains remarkably similar to what Lincoln himself would have experienced more than 2 centuries ago. One of the things Sharon and I really enjoyed was simply walking around the grounds. The grounds are meticulously maintained, beautifully landscaped. The scenery was picturesque, and there's a quiet sense of reverence throughout the property. Whether you're a history buff, a student of American politics or history, or simply someone who appreciates our nation's heritage during this 250th year, this experience is both educational and inspiring. The park is operated by the National Park Service, and admission is free, making it one of the best travel bargains you'll find anywhere in the country. It's really the first time I've gone to a historical park, and I understand that there are about a dozen of them throughout the country. If you're traveling by RV, you'll find several excellent camping options within easy driving distance of the park. One of the most popular is Kentucky's own, quote, My Old Kentucky Home State Park, and that's a campground near Bardstown. The campground offers full modern facilities, spacious campsites, and easy access to many of Kentucky's historic attractions. The area is also famous for its bourbon distilleries, my favorite, charming downtown districts, and scenic countryside. For those looking for a more traditional camping experience, check out nearby Green River Lake State Park. It offers beautiful lakeside camping, fishing, boating, hiking trails, and spacious campsites. It's a wonderful place to spend a few days relaxing after exploring Lincoln's historic birthplace. Travelers visiting Fort Campbell will also find several privately owned RV parks and campgrounds serving the military community along the Kentucky and Tennessee border. These facilities provide convenient access to the U.S. Army's Fort Campbell, local museums, shopping, restaurants, and the many attractions of the Kentucky region. The beauty of this area is that you can really spend several days here. You tour Abraham Lincoln's birthplace, you visit Knob Creek, then you explore Fort Campbell and the Army's Screaming Eagles. There's a museum there. And you can enjoy some of Kentucky's scenic back roads and still have plenty of time to relax around the campground and enjoy the slower pace of life that makes RV travel in Kentucky so rewarding. Another nearby attraction, as I mentioned, is Fort Campbell, located on the Kentucky-Tennessee border, one of the largest military bases in the country. Fort Campbell is home to the legendary 101st Screaming Eagles. 101st Airborne Division, better known as the Screaming Eagles, was a division that earned its place in military history during World War II and continues to serve as one of the premier combat formations in America. The connection is also particularly meaningful to me because my cousin, General Anthony Tony McAuliffe, became one of the most famous American commanders during World War II during the Battle of the Bulge, when German forces had surrounded the city of Bastogne and demanded the general's surrender. The general, very eloquent man that he was, said, "Nuts." And before they could stop him, the German messenger jumped on his motorcycle and took the message of nuts back to the German high command. Well, it took the Germans 3 days to figure out what nuts meant. And during those 3 days, George Patton and the Third Army broke through and saved the town and saved General McAuliffe. The famous reply is still remembered today, and I'm proud to report that my book, Nuts, chronicling General McAuliffe's remarkable story, is available at the bookstore at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I'm very honored by that. And whether you're interested in presidential history, military history, or simply looking for an interesting stop during your RV travels in mid-America, Abraham Lincoln's Birthplace National Historical Park offers a fascinating look at one of the most important figures in American history. As America prepares to celebrate its 250th anniversary, there may be no better place to reflect on our nation's history than the birthplace of Abraham Lincoln. From a simple Kentucky log cabin emerged a leader who would help preserve the Union and shape the course of American history. It's a reminder that greatness doesn't always begin in grand surroundings. Sometimes it begins in a simple log cabin in rural Kentucky. Something that is important to remember, especially today. And that's exactly why this historic site deserves a place on every traveler's itinerary. I'm Tom for Out and About TV. Did you see that? No, I didn't, because I don't have a dash cam. In this week's product FAQ and product roundup, let's talk about dash cams, your silent digital witness. If you spent any time on America's highways recently, you've probably seen some pretty crazy things. Aggressive drivers, distracted drivers, people texting while driving, drivers cutting across multiple lanes, cutting each other off, screaming at each other, and unfortunately, accidents. The question is simple. If something happens, no, strike that. When something happens, can you prove what really occurred? That's where a dash cam comes in. And really, that's kind of a misnomer because we're talking about having a camera in the rear, perhaps on your trailer, as well as facing forward a dash cam. And that's where a dash cam is really, really useful. A dash cam is a small video camera mounted inside your vehicle that continuously records your travels. Many modern systems record high-definition video, including GPS location tracking right on the bottom of the screen, night vision capability, and even front and rear video coverage. For RV owners, dash cams provide an extra layer of protection and peace of mind. If you're involved in an accident, the footage may help establish fault and provide valuable evidence to law enforcement officers. Insurance companies also ask for this footage, as do attorneys. In an age where nearly everyone carries a smartphone, but few people witness an accident from that perfect angle, having your own video record can be invaluable. Many RV owners also use dash cameras to document scenic drives through national parks, through mountain passes, and other memorable destinations. Some systems even allow footage to be downloaded directly to your smartphone for easy sharing. When shopping for a dash cam, there are several features worth considering. First, look for high-definition video recording. Most experts recommend at least a 1080p resolution, while many newer ones also offer 2K and 4K recording for even greater detail. You want that kind of resolution when you need to find license plates. Second, consider a dual camera system. These units record both front and rear of your vehicle and can be especially useful for RV owners towing trailers or driving motorhomes. Add to that, putting a camera on the back of your trailer to record what's going on back there as well. Third, GPS capability. It can document your speed, your location, travel routes, and this information can be extremely useful in the event of an accident or a dispute. Fourth, look for loop recording and impact detection. These features automatically save important footage if the camera detects a collision or sudden impact. I mean, boom, you have an accident, the camera automatically goes into save mode and saves that footage for later analysis. Fifth, look for smartphone connectivity. Modern systems allow you to quickly download footage, save clips, and share video directly from your phone. Among the most popular brands currently available are Garmin, ThinkWare, Blackview, Viophone, Nextbase, and Vantrue. Each offers a variety of models ranging from basic systems to professional grade systems and cloud connectivity and advanced safety features. Now, here's something that most RV owners don't realize. Some insurance companies have begun recognizing the value of having these onboard video recording systems, and many are starting to offer discounts or other benefits to policy owners who have them. Not every company participates, and discounts vary widely, so it's always worth checking with your insurance provider. Maybe there's some programs available. And if not, tell them that you want a program like that. Even if no discount is offered, many RV owners believe a dash cam pays for itself the first time it documents an accident, a hit and run accident, or an insurance dispute. The bottom line is simple. You hope you'll never need the footage, but if the day ever comes when someone says, "That's not what happened," you'll be glad you have the video. In today's world, a dash cam may be one of the smartest and least expensive safety investments an RV owner can make. because when it comes to protecting yourself on the road, the truth is often found on the video. Hey, thank you so much for coming by. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Put it on your calendar every Saturday at high noon. Come on by. We'll talk story on travel, adventure, and RVs right here at Out and About TV. I hold, ladies and gentlemen, in my hand the handy dandy Out and About recommended gear list. These are products that we have either personally used or know of very intimately, the very best of the very best, and we're going to be posting this shortly with our Amazon links. We're part of the affiliate program. If you order through there, your price doesn't go up at all, but we get a little bit of a commission. So we would appreciate your help and support in that regard. We've got tires and towing, we've got electrical and power, we've got emergency equipment, about maybe 10 to 15 great products in each category: water systems, sewer and sanitation, RV shade and comfort category, generators and solar, cooking and camp kitchen gear, roof and maintenance stuff, RV essentials, trailer tire, and then a favorite section with stuff like, my favorite EMS system, and stuff like that. So here we are, the Out and About recommended gear list, going to be posted here shortly. And you'll notice too that we are starting to post stuff on our Facebook page that we couldn't fit in the show. We are editing the show down to a tighter 45 minutes or so. And then extra stuff, like on our dealer episode back in episode 34, we didn't have time in the show to cover the top 20 things, top 20 sleazy things that dealers try to do to buyers. So we posted that on the Facebook page, and you can go and check that out. So thanks again for your support. Please like and subscribe. Come on by next week. Get out there and see your pal, Mother Nature. Been way too long since you've seen her anyway, and we'll see you next time, Out and About.
House.